Hello, happy Saturday. How are you? I hope you're having an amazing day. I know that I am. I'm so excited. Let me go ahead and share this inside one of my groups. Thank you so much for coming on. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for me. This message, I think, is one that is going to help a lot of people, and I hope you're ready for it. I'm going to jump right into that. Hey, Patrice, thank you so much for coming on. Marlo, thank you so much for coming on. You guys are pros. You know exactly what to do. Thank you so much for coming on. I just want to get into this content right away. What you commit to grows. Are you okay with that? That's the question. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Kiki, good to see you. Welcome back. Hey, Rick, good to see you. Joan, good morning. Good afternoon, actually. Good to see you. Thank you so much for sharing, Kiki. Really appreciate that. So let me just get right into that. I'll introduce myself in a quick minute, but I wanted to just set it up and then get right into the content. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for sharing. #share. Really appreciate that. As I was taking a day today, so I have been on holiday mode since Wednesday evening, okay, until maybe like noon today, just hanging out with family and friends, eating a lot of food, which is so good for me, and really connecting with myself. This morning, I wrote out the content for my TEDx talk. I'm so excited about that. Hey, Constance, I've been waiting. It's due on the 6th. So I'm glad that I got that. I got the layout of it done. And so that's done. So I've been really hanging out with myself. And one of the things that I began to think about is the things that we commit to are the things that grow. I want you to think about that for 1 second. The things that we commit to are the ones that grow. And let me just break that down just even a little further if that's not making sense. Because you might be thinking, yeah, Catherine, I'm totally okay. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Love your stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I love the things that I'm committed to because you don't know the things that you're committed to. Can I say that? Many of us don't know the things that we're committed to are not things that we actually want to commit. Think about it for 1 second. There are some things that you are committed to that you're not even aware that you're committed to. And because you are committed to that, you are getting more of that. Let me give you an example. If you've been wanting to, for the longest time, to write a book, okay, it's just an example because I'm a writing coach and I'm a writer, so I know a little bit about that. Let's say that you want to write a book, and you've been saying that writing a book is hard, and you are very committed to saying that, okay? You're committed to say it is really, really, really hard to write a book, okay? And the years go by, maybe the months, and you're not writing a book. You know why? Can I give you the answer to this that you might not be aware of? You have been saying you are committed to saying that it's hard to write a book. So your brain is saying, yeah, it is hard to write a book. So therefore, you don't have a book yet because you are committed to the fact that it's hard. Is your mind blown right now? It's your mind blown right now. What in your life are you saying right now the opposite of what you want? I want you to think about that for a moment. What in your life are you saying that you don't want, that the actions that you're taking are saying yes? If you're having any issues, jump in and out and it should be fixed. The replay will be beautiful, so you can also watch the replay. So thank you so much. So that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Catherine Storing, and I love storytelling. I love to share what is happening in my life and what I'm learning these days. I am someone that helps amazing people that need to have content. Like if you need content in your life because you are a person in ministry, because you have an amazing business and you're trying to figure out how to create content that you can monetize, that's what I do. As a writing coach, as a storyteller, as a keynote speaker, I do all of that. As a preacher, I do all of that. And it is amazing what happened. I'll just tell you this quick story and then we'll go into your content. Hey, Kathleen, good to see you. God bless you. Hey, April, good to see you. Linda's here. Kiki's here. Constance is here. Thank you guys so much. Now you know exactly what the talk is going to be about. And hopefully, if you think somebody can use this, do me a favor and share the broadcast right now. Now you know. You don't have to invite people blindly. Now you know what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about it. Hey, April, good to see you. Hey, David, good to see you. God bless you. All right, awesome. So let's get right on that. As I was thinking about all the books that I have written, okay, so I'm working on book number 21 right now, okay, and I'm taking my time with that one because there's no rush anymore, okay, and it's something that I realized, and I'm just gonna tell on myself, and hopefully you will be able to see yourself. When I tell a story, every time I tell a story, I'm telling the story for you. Because I want you to see yourself in my story. I'm growing. I believe you're growing as well, hopefully. And you can see yourself in ways that you probably haven't seen before. So in about 3.5 years, I have written for myself or for other people about 20 to 21 books, okay? In about 3.5 years. That's a lot of books in a very short amount of time. And during that time, I was still about a year of that time, I was working, I had a full-time corporate job, okay? So a lot of stuff. I was doing a lot of work. So I've been pumping out a lot of books, but can I be honest and tell you that I not always share each book at the level that it needed to be shared. And this is gonna resonate with a lot of the writers here, but I want you to think about everything that you do, how committed you are to that thing, okay? So as I was laying in bed this morning, really thinking about all the things that I have done and what I'm working on, I realized that we are not always committed to the things that we say we are committed to. So if you wrote a book already, if you have a program, if you have a diet, anything that you ever wanted to do, and you begin to do it and it's hard. Let me know if you have ever done something that is hard. Just give me a thumbs up if you have ever done something that is hard. Just let me know if I'm talking to the right people. Let me know if you have ever done something that is hard. When you begin doing something that is hard, your brain will begin to tell you, maybe it's time you quit. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this thing. Maybe it'll be easier if you just stop. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up, right? So you have a decision to make. You can decide to quit because it's hard, or you can decide to continue doing it until it's not hard anymore. But unfortunately, and I can include myself in this group, what oftentimes happens is that we quit. Now we say, it's really hard, I'm not getting the results that I want, so I quit. Have you ever quit anything? Just type me if that's you. I'm raising my hand. I will type me right here and be completely transparent and say that I have quit things that used to be hard. Or I have quit things because it was harder than I thought. Hey, April, I thought, oh my God, this is too hard. I just need to quit. I need to stop. This is too much for me right now. Let me know if you have ever done that, okay? Because I have. And what happens is that if we're not getting the results that we want, have you ever not gotten the results that you want right away, like immediate, like instant? If you're making Jello, for example, and you mix the gelatin with the water and you don't get Jello right away, if it's not get congealed right away, you might quit and say, okay, I wanted Jello, but this is a liquid, I'm just gonna quit, right? You need to chill it. You need to put it in the freezer and you have to give it enough time so it will congeal, so it will actually become Jello. So let me just tell you what happened. So I'm laying in bed this morning, talking to myself, talking to God, listening, watching books, doing all this stuff. Hey, Crystal, welcome. And then I realized the reason why I wrote so many books was because whenever I finish a book, I would finish that book and I would just move on to the next one, like within a month. I would just move up to the next one, sometimes even quicker than that. So let me know if you can relate, that you try to do something and then you don't give it enough time to grow. Oh, wow. Kiki says, I wanted to quit something recently. Yeah, we all go through that. All of us go through that. And if we don't get the results that we want, we quit so quickly. And then we say, well, that thing did not work. Have you ever said that? Just give me a thumbs up if you have ever said, well, I tried it once. And if I were to ask you, when did you quit? 5 weeks into it, I did it 3 times and I quit. it didn't work. It didn't work for me. Now, it's worked for many people, thousands of people, but for some reason, it didn't work for you. Could it be? Could it be that you were committed to the comfort more than you were committed to the result? Let me know. Let me know if that makes sense. That you were committed to the comfort other than the result. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have ever quit a diet and exercise and work out something and you quit so quickly and then you have the nerve to say it didn't work. It didn't work. But if you're honest with yourself, you would have to say, hey, Eva, good to see you. God bless you. You would have to say that you did not give it your all. If you're honest with yourself, can you say that? You say, I have quit some things. I did not give it my all. There's no way I gave it my all. Let's just be honest for a second and say, I have tried doing some things before and I quit too soon. Let me know if there are some honest people willing to say that they have started doing something and then they decided to quit way too soon into the process. So I can tell you that when I realized that last year, hey Clint, good to see you. When I realized last year that I was promoting, I was writing so many books and I was not giving every book the chance that it deserved, it showed me something. I was not committed to the result. I did not stay in the process. So this morning as I was laying in bed, I realized that many of us are the same way, that we are committed to being broke. I'm just gonna say it. I think I just said it. We're like, okay, I want to have more money. I want to have more freedom. I want to be able to travel. I want to go on vacation when it's really cold in New England, right? But then whenever we have an opportunity to generate more income, whenever we have an opportunity to do better, we quit because we don't have instant jello. Instant jello is so, what's the word I'm thinking of? Instant jello is so seductive. Like, okay, I want this to happen right away. I want this to just work. I'm going to put the minimum effort that I can, and I'm going to get the most result. Let me know if that's ever worked for anybody. Let me know if you say, Catherine, I have put very minimal effort into doing something, and I got a lot of results right away. I didn't have to do much. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Eva says, Catherine, I have quit many things too soon, especially my health and wellness program, but committed to restart. I love that. I love that so very much, Eva. It's so good to see you. I love that. So my brain, the wheels of my brain have been going all day today since I had that thought. What if you didn't quit? Let's just think of that for a moment. What if you didn't quit? What if that thing that you started, that you say you were committed to, what if you really committed to that thing and said, you know what? I do want to have more freedom. I do want to have more resources. I do want to have more choices. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not just going to say I want something. I'm actually going to do the work. I'm actually going to see it through. What if you did that? Think about it for a second. Of all the things that you have quit, having more time and more money to do what you want to do, to be able to go on vacation when you want to, not when you get your tax return, not when any of that nonsense happens, right? Because we can create that anytime. And that's mindset, and we can talk about that any other time. But what if you were able to do things based off when you wanted to do it, not because of what your bank account said or what the label or the sticker of the product said? What if you had that? For a moment, what if you had that? Like this Black Friday, for example, you wanted to buy something and you could say, I'm going to buy it, and you buy it. You don't have to check with anybody. You don't have to worry about the rent check. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen with my car. You can just say, I want it, and you buy it. Think about it for a moment. I don't know if you ever lived like that. It is amazing. It is liberating. It is powerful to not quit. It is powerful to not quit. So I want you to think about that and decide, am I committing to the right things or am I committing to quit? And I know that sounds harsh. I know, I promise. But I'm saying this because I love you and I want the very best for you. What if you commit to see it through and you stop being committed to quitting? Right? Right? Am I right? Am I hitting a nerve? Am I making you feel some kind of way? Are you feeling like, ooh, Catherine, that hurts. Ooh, that is making me feel all kinds of ways, right? Because you know it's true. You know it is true. It is time to commit. It's time to commit to freedom. It is time to commit to see something through. And that's why I had to come on today and tell you that. And I know that lots of people are out shopping and spending money. I get that. But if you can take a moment and say, I want my life to be different. I want my 2019 to be different. Hey, I want my December to be different than it was last year. I don't know if anybody feels that way. Let me know if you feel that way. Hey, Dr. Kimberly, good to see you. Jacqueline, good to see you. We are talking about what we are actually committed to. Sakinia, hello, good to see you. Cynthia, hello, haven't seen you in a while. I think I saw Bonnie there for a second. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Clint is here too. Awesome to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Hey, Coach Babs, good to see you. What if you are committed to having a different December, a different year from this year? If you did not get the things that you wanted, if you're like, you know what, Catherine, there's some things that I wanted this year that they did not happen. I want this next year to be different. I want this year to be different. So that's where I am. And that's why I slowed down writing so many books so quickly, because I realized that I was quitting the process. Yes, it got me so many books in such a short period of time, but it did not allow me to help as many people as I can. So if I have any authors, give me a thumbs up if you're an author already. I want to see if I have any writers in here. Let me know if you are a writer. Give me a thumbs up and say, yeah, me, I'm a writer. Just let me know. Let me know if you're a writer. How many of you have written a book and you really haven't given it the promotion that it needed, the time? And maybe it's a program. Maybe it's a workshop that you do, something. Okay, awesome. I see. I have quite a few. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you really tell people about it? Be honest. Did you really tell, and not once or twice or for a week or for 2 weeks or for the first month that it was out, and then you forgot about it and you decided that it was easier to write another book than promote the first book that you wrote or the second, and really give it time. Give it 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Like really talk about it. Come on, let's be honest. Awesome. Jacqueline is an author. April is an author. Awesome. Did you really give it the time? Like, did you really talk about it? Did you teach about it? Did you go places with it? Did you tell people how powerful it was and how it changed people's lives? Did you do that? And that can be about anything, any program, anything that you have done where you committed to see it through. Were you committed to see it through? That's the question of the $10,000, right? Did you commit to see it through? That's the question that I have for you today. Do you commit to see it through? I am committed to helping people have financial freedom. I'm committed to that, because when I did not have financial freedom, it was very scary. I was worried all the time. And I was freaking out all the time, and I was one moment away from a crisis, one bill away from a crisis. It's not fun. Hey, Angela is also an author. Awesome. It's not fun to worry all the time. Let me know if you like to worry. I don't like to worry about money. It's one of the things that I never enjoy. I don't think I ever will enjoy worrying about money. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like that. Ever. I don't want anybody to feel like that, which is why I have written 2 books so far about financial freedom. First, I taught about the importance of money. First, I taught about how powerful it is to know what money can do for your life and how you can use it for the kingdom. That was a very powerful book. I wrote that last October. Really powerful. And that was I Am Set Free. What is it called? Where are you? And I have a copy here somewhere, but here it is. I Am Set Free. Don't want to mess things around. Write Your Way to Lasting Wealth. That's what I wrote last October. And now I have written the 10-step formula to Teach Your Easy. And that book, that program that I have put together, it really is the continuation of the I Am Set Free. Those 2 books go together like peanut butter and jelly. Why? Because we can have freedom, but if we don't know why we need freedom and why it's available to you, you're not going to go after it. Am I right? If you know that something is available to you, you probably are going to go for it. You're going to ask for it. But if you don't even know what it is, if you don't even know what financial freedom looks like, if you don't even know what that wealth is for you, and I have talked about this for a while now, maybe over a year now, how I did not think wealth was available to me. I thought wealth was available to other people, but never to me. That's what I thought. it took me writing that book about wealth to understand that wealth is so for me. Okay? So for me. That's what I realized, that wealth was for me. And then after that is, how do I teach people to create that wealth for themselves? And that's why I wrote last August, I wrote that book. I wrote the 10-step formula to teach your easy, because everybody has something that they can teach to make money. Let me know if you, what do you know? Let me just see here. What do you know that you can teach other people? Like something simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I'm a teacher, so I'm teaching other people how to teach. That's my thing. I'm a teacher, so I'm like, okay, what if I break down the process on how to help other people teach something? And that's what I have done. But what could you be teaching other people that will give you the financial freedom and the time that you want to do other things? What do you want to do? What is one thing that you could teach somebody? I was meeting with my dad yesterday, and I was at my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and my dad was talking about how he got over 250 people at a live event with a venue change, but he got over 200 people to pay for an event. And I'm like, Dad, most people don't know how to do that. Like, that is something that's a course. And you know, those of you that know me, you know how I am about that. Everything is a course. Everything is a program, because it is, because it can be a program, because it can be something that you teach other people, right? I'm very passionate about this. Like I said, I experienced it firsthand growing up. I experienced it when I was in corporate America. I experienced it while I first started my business full time. There were so many variables. There were so many things that I struggled with that I wish others never have to do. I really, really hope that nobody struggles and that they have the money and the time. Now, I'm all about that. When you have money and time, you have options. And options are amazing. Options are what it's all about. Options. You have choices. You can decide what to do, where to go, where to live, what to drive, who to hang out with when you have choices. So that's what the 10-step formula is all about. And because I know that people are not committed, because I know that it's hard to say, I'm going to pick up a book and read it. I know it is. I love reading books, but everybody loves, but they don't finish them. So this is what I did. This is because I know that people needed to commit to something that they haven't committed to before. So instead of just teaching the book, this is what I decided to do. Instead of just writing the book, I'm gonna read the book to them, because I'm a storyteller as well. So I decided, what's different? What can I do that's different? So I can help those people that want to read my content, but they're having a hard time reading the content, sitting down and saying, I want this to happen. I want to finish this. So I'm like, okay, I am going to break this down. I'm going to break it down so they can listen and learn it one step at a time. So inside the 10-step to teach your easy formula, what I decided to do was, I'm going to read one chapter at a time. So all you have to do is commit to listening. You don't even have to do anything. You can listen to this thing, okay? Because I want no excuses. I want to rewire your brain, if you will, and teach you how to do this thing. So listen to one chapter. Digest that chapter. Listen to it again at least 2 or 3 more times until it becomes your normal, until it becomes something that you're comfortable and confident about. Take the time to digest it. We don't have to be rushing all the time. It doesn't have to be go all the time. It could be that you take some information, that you digest it, that you get really, really good at it, and then that you really incorporate it into your being. And then I'll read you the next chapter, and then I read you the next chapter, and all of a sudden you have gone through the entire book, the entire thing, and you didn't quit. There's something about not quitting. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. When you finish something, when you see something through. Then I have the workbook. I put an amazing workbook together, okay? And then you have the workbook. So you listen to chapter 1. You can do the exercises for chapter 1. You have the time to listen to that, to work through that. Then in a couple of days, you have chapter 2, and you listen to that at least 2 or 3 times, and then you do the workbook. And then the third and the fourth, all the way to the 10 steps of the 10-step formula to teach your easy. And then now you have accountability. Now you're not being stressed out because there's so much work. There's so much stuff that you have to learn. It's all being done at your pace. Again, I haven't seen anybody do this before, but I realized that it was needed because learning something that you haven't learned before is hard. I'm just gonna say it. It's hard when you're learning something that you haven't learned before. But what if the teacher were to break it down for you so you don't get overwhelmed, so you don't feel like quitting? What if we did that? And then having the space, the private space to ask questions, to be motivated, and to listen to it at your own pace. So not only so let me just explain to you a little bit of what's included. So you get the private Facebook group where you can ask questions. I'll be reading story time style. I'm gonna read every chapter to you, okay? One at a time, by the way, and you can listen to it anytime you want to inside the Facebook group. Anytime you can go play it and learn that content. Then I have the workbook as well as a PDF that you can use at any time and use it, okay? And then you have the PDF book. So if you want to have it and sit down and read the whole thing, fine, go ahead and have all that inside the Facebook group, all of that. And we're not starting right away, which is awesome. So you can continue to enjoy your holidays. We're starting on December 3rd and we'll be finished before the holidays. Before Christmas, we'll be done with the entire thing, okay? So you get to enjoy Christmas. You get to change your mindset about money. You get to figure out what you want to teach. That's the thing. Many of you, when I ask, what do you want to teach? I didn't really get any concrete answers because many of you don't even know what you want to teach. You don't even know the thing that you could do. There's so many things that you could be teaching, but I know it can be overwhelming. What do I teach, Catherine? How do I do it? I don't know how to do that. Well, that's okay. Inside the 10-step formula to teach you easy, one of the first steps is knowing, what do I want to teach? And breaking it down and then having the exercises so you can figure out what is it that I want to teach. Is very, very important to know that first. But then how do you teach it? How do you share it with people? How do you put it together? How do you price it? All of that stuff. You have access to me inside that Facebook group. I'm really, as you can tell, I'm very excited about this because this is an easy way when somebody teaches to you. There's an easy way to create money for yourself, to build wealth for yourself, doing something that it comes natural to you, and then giving you all the tools so you can do it. It's really, really powerful. So I'm gonna give you the link right here so you can learn more about the 10-step formula to teach your easy. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this. This program is like nothing I have ever done before. It's priced in a way that I have never priced anything before because I did not want money to be an issue. I did not want finances to say, oh my God, I can't afford that. That's too much for me. Well, I wanted to make sure that you couldn't say that. And that's why for the next, until Monday, all the way until Monday, you'll be able to get it at the incredible low rate. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, Catherine, I've seen your programs. Is this right? This the right price? Until Monday, it is. Monday at midnight, the price changes. It goes up a lot. The price goes up on Monday night, okay? So I don't want you to have to pay more, but even if you have to pay more, it's still a pretty good deal. Like a really, really, really good deal. But Monday, it ends. I want you to have the time to get to know each other, to be inside the Facebook group and get ready for this amazing program, this amazing content that's going to change your life. Really, I promise you, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you look at what you know. It's going to change the way you feel about what you know. And it's going to change how you feel about money. And it's going to help you to not quit. There's something about not quitting once that enables you to not quit again and again and again and again. I know what I'm talking about. I have done that. You not quit something once and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm not a quitter. Oh my God, I can finish this. Let me know if that's ever happened to you, that you don't quit something and all of a sudden you feel really good about yourself. All of a sudden you're like, wow, that was amazing. That was really hard, but I did it, okay? It feels amazing, which is one of the reasons why I began to work with a personal trainer, because I knew that I tried it before by myself and I would quit every single time. I would have quit already by now if it hadn't been for my personal trainer. But because I'm committed to that, because I have to show up no matter what, and he's gonna make me work out no matter what, I haven't quit. And there's something about the correlation between not quitting in life and not quitting with my exercise routines. Let me know if that makes sense. I'm excited for you. If you have any questions about the 10-step formula to teach your easy, post your questions here. I will come back and check it out. This is something that, again, I feel very passionate about it. I will be speaking about it a lot. I'm going to be reading excerpts from the book. So make sure that you follow me on social media, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else, that you stay tuned, because I'm committed to sharing about this system that I have created. I'm committed to helping as many people as I can. I'm committed. Are you hearing me? I'm using that kind of language because commitment is very important to me. It's a word that means I'm not going to quit. No matter what happens, I'm not going to quit. And if you heard anything today, I want you to start saying to yourself, no matter what happens, I'm not going to quit. If you get anything from today's talk, no matter what happens, I'm going to see this thing through. When you do that, when you show up with that attitude, your life changes. When you show up believing that you don't have to quit, that you cannot quit, I'm telling you, your whole entire life changes. And hopefully your finances and your choices and your time changes, because now you have you don't have to do things that you don't want to do because you have choices. Does that make sense? Awesome. So there's the link right there to learn more about it. Again, on Monday, the price doubles. So you definitely do not want to miss that. It's priced accordingly. It's priced so you don't have to. So there's no need to say no. This is a no-brainer. You're going to get supported. You're going to have a Facebook group. You're going to have me reading the book to you. One of my favorite things to do is to read my book. So I'm going to be doing that one chapter at a time. And then you also get the workbook, which is awesome, to help you figure it out. Okay, what am I going to teach? And then breaking down step by step. It's my easy, but at the same time, I want it to become your easy as well. Does that make sense? Change what you're committing to and your results will change as well. It is that simple. Change what you're committed to and everything else will change. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. I've been on for a little bit, for half an hour. So this is my time. Watch this replay. Okay, watch the whole entire thing. It will bless your whole life. And I'll see you inside the Facebook group. See you soon. God bless you.